I'm Gary Rizzo. I'm a re-recording mixer at Skywalker Sound, and I have mixed many movies on the AMS Neve DFC. Movies I've mixed on DFC, there's been a lot of them, going way back to the early movies, some of the Kevin Smith movies, Dogma, all the way through Clerks 2. Some of my other favorites were the Chris Nolan Batman movies, all three I did on DFC. I do a lot of work for DreamWorks Animation, and so we did How to Train Your Dragon, as well as The Incredibles I mixed on DFC, and Illumination, which is another great client that I work for. They did Hop with us, and they did The Lorax, which is really one of my favorites. So we do all kinds of movies, all kinds of genres, and all different levels of movie too, whether they're little independent movies or big studio pictures, animated, live action, doesn't really matter, we do it on DFC. What I love about the DFC are the components and the DSP. I think they have the best sounding digital EQs and filters, as well as compressors and limiters. I swear by them. They're part of the sound that I would expect. And the tools are there for me when I need them, and they never let me down. The way that DFC deals with pre-dub faders and the filleting and the separation of pre-dub faders, when you need separate control, you can get it. The way that you can link and group is very quick and very easy to manage, and integrates really well into the automation package. You can tear things apart if you need to, and you can rebuild them back up very easily. And it makes the tool easy on the user. And the less that we have to think about the automation package, the better it is, the more creative the environment can be. You just have less to think about technically. You can think much more about what's coming off the screen and what you're hearing and how it works within the story and the characters and the emotion of any given scene. There's a unique tool for every job. You know, sometimes you need a hammer, sometimes you need a screwdriver, sometimes you need pliers. And it's true for movies and film sound. And there's a place for mixing in the box. If you have something you need to get done either in a low budget environment or in a very fast amount of time, limited amount of time, there's a proper tool for a proper movie. But if you need the best of the best, I will always suggest a DFC mixing environment. You have the best tools at your fingertips that will allow you a lot of efficiency for a large-scale format. Our mixes for feature films have gotten very challenging in terms of the number of tracks and managing those tracks. And that's what really large-scale mixing is about. Not only are you trying to emotionally guide the soundtrack all the way through a story, but you are at the same time managing the data and managing the source material as it comes down. So if you're trying to feel a certain emotion that you're not quite getting, you know you need, whether it's more elements, you need more rain, you need more of the crash, you need more of the skid, whatever that one element is, you need to be able to find quickly where it is and be able to manipulate it the way that you wish, quickly, efficiently. Nobody wants to sit around for 2 passes, 3 passes, 4 passes, 5 passes working on this, trying to achieve one thing. You need to be able to identify where the sound is, get to it, and manipulate it very efficiently. And I love how DFC gives you that information. Just by scanning my eyes, I can find out where a piece of sound is, a particular element of sound is. I kind of know how it's being panned, how it's being EQ'd, how it's being dynamically controlled, and where I have to go to manipulate it in any one of those directions. It's the user interface for me that's the big sell on DFC. You can get to it. It's easy to manage. And that's key when you have upwards of 1,000 tracks of sound running at any given time.